Hello and welcome back to another video. That's so stupid. Just kidding. Welcome back to another video with me and Traveling McGee. Today we are in the Everglades National Park, and it is a huge national park, and it is 1.3 million acres. It is a very large park. In fact, it's so big that it has 5 visitor centers. And today I am going to attempt to explore the bottom half of the Everglades and see what I can find. So here we go. Well, it is day 2 of my time here in the Everglades, and right off the bat, I'm just going to say that I am not in the greatest of moods. I did not sleep very well last night. I just could not get comfortable, and it would not cool down, basically, and it was very sticky, very humid night. I have made it to my next visitor center. I am at the Gulf Coast Visitor Center in the Everglades, outside Everglades City. I'll be doing a boat tour this morning, and then I will be driving to Big Cypress National Preserve, which isn't too far from here. And I found a little trail that I'm going to hike. So we'll see how that goes. It's very foggy right now, so I'm hoping that that burns off, and it probably will. Yesterday I definitely saw a lot of alligators, a lot of birds, so I'm interested to see what's in the water, and if I'll be able to see anything at all. So, yeah. Slowly waking up this morning. So I just got out of the Gulf Coast Visitor Center here at the Everglades, and it was kind of typical to one of the other visitor centers that I visited. It was very aquatic, so not a lot to do on land, but things to do out on the water. I ended up taking a boat tour, which lasted for about 2 hours, and it takes you out into some of these barrier islands that are on the Gulf Coast. And we were kind of manatee hunting. We did find some dolphins that kind of swam along with us. 2 or 3 that were just kind of following in our wake and jumping around and playing. So that was very cool to see. We didn't see any manatees, but tons of birds, dolphins. Someone said that they saw a sea turtle. I did not, but all in all, very interesting. And that was $40 for a 2-hour tour, which I didn't think was terrible. I'd rather give my money to the Park Service than a private tour, just because I'm such a huge fan of the Park Service. But I'm getting ready to leave there, and that kind of wraps up my time here in the Everglades. Like I said, it's a very large park. It is not something you can do in one day. Even 2 days is pushing it. My only advice would be to get to where you want to go early. The visitor center that I visited today, I wanted to visit yesterday, and I tried, and it was full. So at a certain point, they can't allow anybody else to get into the park because they don't have any more parking spots. So I definitely recommend getting here early. That kind of guarantees you a parking spot and time at the park. Each location that you go to, now I don't know if you visit one and pay the entrance fee, if that is good for 24 hours at all the other visitor centers, but if you have a National Parks Pass, you're free to get in. Anything that you want to do once you get into the park, you still have to pay for, which makes sense. But yes, that wraps up my time here in the Everglades. It was very, very cool. Hot, but very cool to see the nature. And like I said, it's a very large park. It's 1.3 million acres. A lot of that is inland, but a lot of that is coastal as well. But highly recommend. It's because of its climate, it's pretty much crowded all the time. It doesn't really get cold here, and yeah, it's just a really cool park. The 3rd largest park in the continental U.S. Pretty cool to check that off my list. And now I'm heading up into Fort Myers, and I'm going to be spending the night there. So thank you again for watching, and I will, like I always say, see you on the next video. Take care.